Happy Wednesday, you all. It's India here with another Wisdom Wednesday. And before we get into today's topic, I must go ahead and ask y'all, I got a quick question. Yeah, do I have your permission to ask you a quick question? How do you define confidence? Do you think that it is a matter of what you may drive? Do you think that maybe, just maybe, it is where you may reside, or how you may walk with a little pep in your step, your smile, how you walk into rooms and open new doors? Or maybe, just maybe, you think it's determined by what you may have. I just don't know. Many people define this thing confidence in many ways. But that is exactly what brings us to today's topic for our final week in the month of November, where we are concentrating on mindfulness. What is confidence? What is it to you? In my opinion, I think that it is overcoming negative thinking, which is our topic for this week. It doesn't matter what you have. If you cannot overcome the thoughts in your mind, it's null and void. If we're just being 100% honest, you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't know who's and who you are, and if you're battling negative emotions on a day-to-day basis, your quality of life will never be what it was intended to be. So I think a lesson that we should take into the remainder of this week is not focusing on what people have, because first of all, we don't know what the person went through to get that, and we also it doesn't mean anything. You don't know what their state of mind is, and that's what really matters. So if we're getting into the definition of what negative thinking is, it refers to the cognitive thinking of being pessimistic and focusing on self-defeating and critical thoughts. All those negative emotions that we tend to sometimes carry about ourselves or people around us or the world in general, that is negative thoughts. And what do these negative thoughts cause? It causes stress, it causes anxiety, it causes a decline in our overall personal well-being. It's just unhealthy on so many different levels. So, how can we conquer these negative thoughts? Well, I would like to hope that you have been tuning in all 5 of these weeks, and if not, I would encourage you to go back and listen to what we have went over, because if you have been practicing these things by here it is week 5, you should be in a clear state of thinking. You should be experiencing less negative thoughts just by true virtue of what we have been doing over these last few weeks. We have first learned or been refreshed on what mindfulness is. Then we moved into a breathing exercise we can do to help us be a little bit more still in our busy day-to-day lives. From there, we moved on into learning about positive affirmations and wrapped it up with cultivating a growth mindset. And by now in week 5, we should have started to overcome our negative thinking. So with that being said, this is the last week in our powerful month of November focused on mindfulness. And I am so excited to wrap this up and start to see people's lives around me change. And even if it's not people around me, I don't care who it is, as long as we're getting into a better state of mind, that's what matters to me. And a lot of times people may never speak up and say anything, but to be honest, it's the impact that matters in my heart and the seeds that I am continually sowing. So for me, it doesn't matter who says anything, who may react. It doesn't matter, because I'm at peace and I just want the world to get to that state that I have found myself in, where I no longer am bound to physical restraints, mental restraints. I mean, once you get to this level, I remember those days where I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because I didn't know who I was anymore. And I can relate to people that are going through different types of circumstances, and you never know where you may find yourself. That's why I never judge anyone. I just focus on being in a clearer state of mindfulness. And I hope that you all are doing the same. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up for this month of November. I hope that something has truly been said that has impacted, inspired, or motivated you in a positive way. And I can't wait to bring to you all the next series of inspirational doses. Have an absolutely amazing rest of your Wisdom Wednesday.